Discord link. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll post the link of the Discord again into the chat. Those who have not registered, do register, but it is, please make it a mandate, since you will be marking your attendance into the Canvas. That is at most required for you to register into the Canvas. Okay, and how to access that Canvas? Some of them are asking the question in the chat. So to access the Canvas, you will be receiving an invitation email to register into the Canvas. When you click on that link, it will ask you to register. Register there and you will be into the Canvas. Okay. Okay, so Shahid, can we have the email ID into the chat so that those who are unable to log in into the Canvas or have an access to the Canvas, they can write into us and we can sort this out there and then. It is into the Canvas, Durga Devi. We will be letting you know at the end as well. Tomorrow morning, you will be finding the recording at the end of your module, the recording link, or as I showed yesterday in the last session, after the completion of all the modules, at the last, you will find the recording module. In that, you will find all the recordings. Okay. Wait for the attendance. As we'll move forward into the session, you will be asked to mark the attendance as well. So all the best, guys. I will not take much of the time. Now we have Shashank Mishra. As I told you that he is the subject matter expert, and moving forward, he will be the instructor for you for this particular technical session. All the best, and over to you, Shashank, now. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the very first technical session. And so that I can know more about you. Right now, I just wanted to know that your location exactly from where you're, so that I can know how I need to swing from Hindi or English. So just quickly, just put it on a chat. Okay, Delhi, Hyderabad, Kerala, Telangana, perfect. Mridul, Delhi, Bhavan, Delhi. Okay, great. So we have all India over here. Varanasi, Himachal, Bihar, Rajesh, Karan, Indore, Gangeshwar, Himachal Pradesh, Uttam. Okay. Lovepreet from Punjab. Okay. Abhinav, UP. MP, Katni, Ramanuj. Okay. Okay. So I have a bit of a fair idea. Like I need to swing between Hindi and English. So let's start with first of all my introduction. So as ma'am already had given you the brief about me. So I'm Shashank Kishore Mishra. I'm a post-production expert. So I have a hands-on experience with the direction, production, and my forte is the post-production. So I used to take care of almost each and every bit. So film editing, the graphics, the post-production thing, and the decision-making in content. So those sort of things I do handle. Okay. So like right now we have the total count of 94. Okay. And I have also like I asked you to put your location. So you already have informed. So I just wanted to know, like, what's your expectation from any or just write it on the chat box. Like, what exactly your expectation from this course and what you do currently. Um, okay, Shiva said, saying learning a new skill. Okay. Nile Kurti upskilling, and I'm a student to learn new skill. I'm a student. Sheikh, okay, great, great. Changing everything, just swinging everything around. Freelance video editor, hands-on by day. My name is Sandeep. Okay, great, great, Sandeep. Okay. Kanika, new skills, Subhash. Okay, Aditya Institute of Technology, Coimbatore. So you are a student. As per I profiling, then it says that most of you are students. You are upscaling yourself, and what I think is it is the era where आपको हमेशा अपने मतलब आप and you need to learn the new skill because the way the market is changing now. The whole recently we saw a video, the stand-up thing, and it is very hard to believe that kitna human hai, how much is the human part and how much is the AI it has generated, AI generated content is. Okay, so we are already evidencing those things. So it is very much important for us especially to know like what exactly things and what are those things which we can add to our skill and which can actually make a thing better. So this is our roadmap. So if I just break it into the few parts, then the course introduction, that part is already done, I think, in the previous lecture. And today we will focus on the typography and the color in design. So how exactly colors makes an impact and what are its basic fundamental, which actually impacts the overall storytelling. Okay, so our basic our main objective is the designing the overall thing. And so there's a one very famous dialogue, and of Gabbar Singh saying अब तेरा क्या होगा कालिया, ठीक है. एंड जब वो ठाकुर यहाँ पे क्या है, अब तेरा क्या होगा ठाकुर. So Thakur is basically when we see in a way that AI is challenging the artist, and most of us actually presume the things in that way only, that right now AI is challenging somewhere. Yes, this is true. It is challenging the artist only if we are not able to, or we are not using those tools. जैसे ही आप उसको यूज करने लगोगे, once you will start having hands on with the tool, then you will try to realize, and you will start realizing, आपको वैसा अनुभव होने लगेगा कि ये चीज एक्चुअली में आपको आपको रिप्लेस नहीं कर रही है. ठीक है, इट्स बेसिकली व्हाट इट्स डूइंग इज it's just giving you the opportunity to unlock your creativity and to upskill yourself. Okay, so now, so basically this is the thing. So it's a very famous meme. Okay, it says when your AI assistant is the only one who understands you. Actually, once you start giving a prompt, okay, probably you have a very rough and very ideas in a very shades. आपको बहुत gray area में कुछ है, कुछ clear नहीं हो रहा है, but you can start having a conversation. आप उससे बात कर सकते हो, और जैसे जैसे आप उससे बात करने लगोगे, interactive होगे, and that's how they will know you better, what exactly you need, what are the things you have, what capability you have, and that's how you use any AI tool to upscale or to modify or to enhance your project. uh, okay, so okay, so there are few things which we need to understand before proceeding with the course. कुछ चीजें जो हमें देखनी होंगी हम अपने कोर्स में आगे फॉरवर्ड करें. The very first thing is you are very much free to ask any question anytime. The things मैं अपने बस मैंने किनारे साइड में इसको ओपन करके रखा है, and I will try to have a look every time on the chat box. So whatever, where do we have to give the attendance, as I have not able to. Alankrit, don't worry. Someone in the break time, after the break time, someone will come and will take the attendance. Right now, we are going ahead with the technical thing. Okay, so yes. So what I was saying was कि हम लोग को we have to be open. आपको कहीं पे भी लगता है anywhere, if you are feeling that yes, I have this question, I have the doubt, you just raise your hand and put your question on the chat box, or just leave it on the chat box. I will get back to it. Okay, and how many of you have seen a film, a movie, Karate Kid? Anyone? Yes, I have. Okay, no. Okay, okay. So some of you have seen that film. I'm just trying to give a very basic idea of like the context of that film. उसका बस एक context आप लोगों को देता हूँ कि उसका context क्या है. Uh, so the context is so there is a kid. I'm just giving you the crux. So there is a kid, है ना, and he goes to the master. एक अपने गुरु के पास वो जाता है और उसको कहता है कि मुझे ये आर्ट फॉर्म सीखना है. ठीक है, द फाइटिंग टेक्निक. यस, इट इज द ग्रेटेस्ट मूवी, है ना. और वो फाइटिंग टेक्निक वो सीखने की उससे कोशिश कर, वो कहता है कि ठीक है, बिफोर आई विल लेट यू इन एज अ स्टूडेंट, एक्सेप्ट यू एज अ स्टूडेंट, यानी कि आपको अपना शिष्य बनाने से पहले आप आई हैव अ सर्टेन थिंग, पहले आप कुछ काम है, सो आई विल एलोकेट सम ऑफ योर टास्क, सम ऑफ माय टास्क, एंड यू नीड टू डू इट. सो ही सेड ओके. तो वो करता है. तो उसमें क्या है भाई, वो अपने दाएं और बाएं हाथ से विद हिज लेफ्ट एंड राइट हैंड्स ही इज rubbing things around, he's cleaning the stuff. So each and every those sort of thing he was doing. Okay, and after a point of time he realizes that yes, kuch ho to raha nahi, I'm not getting anything, it's just happening, I'm just doing it because someone is saying to me, but I'm not learning that fighting technique, that art form. So he started raising a question, but he asked कि ठीक है आप क्वेश्चन कर रहे हो, ठीक है, बट देर आर अ वे. तो जब एक्चुअली में जब वो शुरू करता है, once he started giving that training to the kid, ठीक है, then he realizes that each and every movement, technique, gestures, postures, actions, whatever he asked him to do, जो जो चीजें वो उसको जब काम के दौरान बता रहा था, वो सारी चीजें उसके एप्लीकेशंस में आ रही थी. ठीक है. So whatever thing he was telling him to do before taking him as a student, so basically all those things are going to come into the in a practical way in that art form also. Okay, so sometime you just need to be on your toes. Just get the things, पहले आप चीजों को सुनो, grasp करो, take and try to sing as much as you can, because although we are telling it as a technical session, but it is more than technical, it's an art form. So you need to take it bit by bit, आपको धीरे धीरे, and the quality of art form is that it sings slowly. Okay, it will not come in a go, it will sink slowly. So just go with the flow, and whenever you have any questions, आपको जब भी कोई भी ऐसा क्वेश्चन हो, then you can ask. Okay, so we are Ready? Should we start? Just type yes or thumbs up, whatever on the chat box will work. So I will get to know that yes, we are here. Yes, Aditya, yes, 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 yes. Okay. In any of time also in if you feel that I need to repeat something or something like or probably I have explained in English or in Hindi, but you are not getting it, just ask me. I will try to explain it again. Okay, so now it's a quick game for you all. Be attentive, be on your screen and spot few differences if you can. ठीक है, अब आप लोग को क्या करना है, दोनों इमेजेस हैं, देखनी है. ये इजी वाला है वैसे. This is the easiest one. The table leg, the green bookshelf. Oh, bookshelf is cupboard. Great, great. Shekhar, green book middle. Abhishek, shelf second row. Correct. His shirt, yeah, perfect. The first one. शशिकांत ने भी बताया नेक. Great. ये easy है. This one is easy. And you know why I'm telling you? Because as a content creator, whether graphic, table के नीचे one stand, yes, perfect, perfect, perfect. So there are basically, अब मैं conclusion पे आ जाता हूँ, but next time you need to be very much attentive. ठीक है, देखते हैं. देखो आगे मतलब who is gonna be the first, पहला कौन होगा, ऐसी कोई रेस नहीं है, but I want you to glue to the screen, right? So these are the basic three differences. Circle on shirt, yes, right. ठीक है, so these are the basic differences, three differences. Okay, अब थोड़ा difficult वाला आएगा. Now the time of difficult one. And now you need to be attentive as a creative person. Attention to detail is very much important. How much attentive you are, आप कितने सतर्क हैं और कितनी minutely बारीकी से आप differences को spot कर सकते हैं, आप देख सकते हैं. How minutely you can spot the difference, you can see the nuances in anything. Okay, let's start. Now the next one. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go. Now, here again, there are two images. Now you need to say, put it on a comment box, quick, जल्दी. देखते हैं. This one is difficult. अभी तक नहीं आया. Oh, yes, 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 yes. Flower color became yellow. Perfect. Left side one. And Delion is missing. Flower color, leaf, Jackson. Right. Flower missing. One leaf. Yes, yes. Very good, very good. Aryan, Pinky, MK. Okay. Right corner, left side. Leon is missing. Devanshi, Bridul, Sudhir, Supriya, Harsh, Tripti. Yes, yes, yes. There are a few more actually. I know this is the difficult one. पता है मेरे को थोड़ा सा तो tricky है ये. One flower, color yellow. Okay, let's come to, should we come to the answer? Let's spend 30 seconds more. 30 seconds more. One small flower. Inverted leaf, yes. Great. 6 differences. Krusha. Krusha, I think, spotted all the differences. Let's see. Let's see. In the right, there was more flower. Yes. Perfect, huh? Let's come to the answer. This is the time to reveal the hero. अब hero आएगा अपना. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Crucius spotted 6. How? Ah, yes, yes, yes. Well done, well done. Who spotted all? Uh, Ipshita, Rajesh, Gangeshwar, and took them too. Yeah. Oh, okay. Great, 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 great. Okay, well done everyone. बहुत बढ़िया यार, आप लोग का attention to detail बहुत अच्छा है. और I think there are total participants right now 105, but I was like keep on like observing just 20 names, 20 or 30 names max. Try to be more interactive. Not an issue, Bhavna. If you missed the one, missed one, not an issue. But chalega, you know. But try to be attentive with each and everything. And just one thing before I begin with the core content, I would like to suggest you is, while I'm speaking or giving you any references, then try to imagine those things as well. Okay, because uh, what happens is कि जब भी हम लोग चीजों को बहुत ज्यादा इमेजिन नहीं कर रहे होते हैं ना, तो वो हमारे अंदर सिंक भी नहीं हो रहा होगा. ठीक है. सो ट्राई टू इमेजिन विद दोस वर्ड्स, टेक, एंड आपके पास रह जाएगा. एंड द बेस्ट way is, if you have, it is optional, if you have a pen and paper around, then whatever is coming to your mind, any example, any reference, or whatever I'm saying, it will help you to register it better. Okay. Okay, so let's start. Typography. Okay. Typography. So previously, so if we go to the historically, if we go, then there was just the images. Okay, just images, uh, just some marks on different stones and on leaves, and that's how we used to communicate. But typography is one of the very powerful tool, because through language we can communicate, through language and लिपि, जिसको हम लोग टेक्स्ट कहते हैं, लैंग्वेज लिपि यानी कि जिसको हम अक्षरों में लिख भी सकें. So those texts which we can write. Okay, so that is basically the most, you can say, the revolutionary things. सबसे ज्यादा अगर कोई क्रांतिकारी चीज हुई है इस दुनिया में, जिसने आपको और मुझसे भी जोड़ा है, the things which connected you and me both together is basically the communication and the typography. Because the once we started having the language around us, जैसे जैसे भाषा हमारे आसपास बनती गई है ना, वैसे वैसे आप देखोगे कि चीजें आपको ज्यादा समझ आने लगी हैं. Probably if you are going to a new hostel in a new city, then you will try to find out those people. आप उन लोगों को आप ढूंढना शुरू करोगे एक नए शहर में जाने के बाद. Those people who know your language, if you are in South Indian, if you are Tamilian, Malayali, or if you are from the belt Bihar or Jharkhand, then probably you will try to find out your peer group. जैसे ही आपको वो मिल जाता है ना, because you know that you can communicate it better. So in typography, what happens that सब ना एक platform पे आने लगे. It means that सपोज इफ आई वांटेड टू से समथिंग, तो पहले बात तो हमने क्या किया कि हमने उसको लिखना शुरू कर दिया. अगर मुझे कोई बात कहनी है, इफ आई वांटेड टू से समथिंग, आई विल जस्ट राइट इट, एंड अदर पर्सन इज आल्सो नोइंग दैट लैंग्वेज. बट बात सिर्फ इतनी नहीं है, दैट्स नॉट ऑल. So what typography did was, typography, its shape, size, structure, styling also says many things. ठीक है, इसकी जितनी शेप्स हैं, साइज हैं, स्ट्रक्चर्स हैं, टेम्पल है उसका, caring है. So there are different vocabulary and the languages. If I go very technically into the deep sea of typography, then those are the different tools are there. Okay, but typography की different different चीजों को जब आप tweak करते हो ना, it communicates something. Have you ever seen the any in any of the image how the the kingdom or mahal of the rajas are made? They were all conicals, right? बहुत ना edgy आपको structures मिलते हैं पहले के, है ना? And जैसे ही आप देखते हो बाहुबली movie, yeah, that's true, that's true. So those are the very perfect example. If I ask you to imagine a temple, because temple is a very temple or a mosque, so those things are the things like which exist is like, if we go with the civilization process, then like 5,000 6,000 years udhar se bhi ek references aate hain un sab ke, like, so those conical things were there. But with the time nowadays, if we are making our home, if we are making our house, then probably we want things to be more curvy. The curvature is there, right? So what happens is, होता क्या है कि जैसे जैसे हम लोग इवॉल्व हुए हैं, तो हमारी लाइकिंग विद द स्ट्रक्चर हैज आल्सो चेंज्ड, वो भी हमारे साथ थोड़ी थोड़ी चेंज हुई है, right? So typography क्या है? If we go with the brand communication, so brand exactly wants to communicate something with the style of font. वो font क्या use कर रहा है, it communicates something. So that's why brand की identity क्या है, ठीक है? If it is more edgy, structural, ठीक है, then probably हमें थोड़ा hard feeling आता है, ठीक है? If there is something जो कि बच्चों के लिए है, if we are making any product or a brand which are meant for the kids, then probably we go with the colorful thing, okay, with smooth plus edgy, some tree structured, है ना? कोई पैटर्न नहीं है, बट एक टून फॉन्ट है, वो हमें तुरंत इमीडिएटली हम मिमिक करते हैं कि ओके, दिस इज समथिंग विच इज रिलेटेड टू द किड्स, ये कुछ है जो कि बच्चों के लिए है, ठीक है? अगेन द अनदर थिंग इज द रीडेबिलिटी. हम हमारा पढ़ना, उसको रजिस्टर करना, द वे वी आर रिकॉग्नाइजिंग इट एंड रजिस्टरिंग इट इन अ ब्रेन आल्सो, it makes it easy. And the user experience, okay, the fourth point कि हमारे user experience भी थोड़ा सा बेहतर वहां से होता है. So now just a quick task, go to the Adobe Express, ठीक है? Adobe Express पे सॉरी Adobe Firefly, आप लोग Adobe Firefly पे जाइए, ठीक है? और जाने के बाद give a prompt, give this particular prompt which is there. uh, how many of you know how to use, how many of you don't know how to use Firefly, Adobe Firefly? nahi aata hai, just raise your hand. You just need a good internet connection. In next 5 minutes we are going to do. ओके, ठीक है कृषा, ठीक है, ठीक है, जिसको आता है वो तो कर ही लेगा, जिसको नहीं आता है उनको बताना जरूरी है. दोज नीड टू रेज योर हैंड. ओके, परफेक्ट परफेक्ट. रेस्ट ऑफ यू, ओके, परफेक्ट. आई गॉट इट, आई गॉट इट. Okay, 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 okay. So I'm just doing that. So I'm stopping the screen sharing, then I will reshare it, okay, with the Firefly thing. Okay, so just अपने browser पे, just go to your browser and type, or on your mobile, just type on Chrome or any other browser, whatever you use, आप जो भी browser use करते हो उस पे आप जाओ, type Adobe Firefly. I'm just sharing my screen. Google. Okay. just keep it aside. Then manage. Just a minute. Just my login first. Yes. Adobe Firefly सबको दिख रहा है? ठीक है. I hope if my screen.
Yes, it's visible.
I don't. Okay. Thank you. So right now I'm in Adobe Firefly. So it is, I just need to quickly log in. Login. Generate image now. Now I will simply, I just have to give a prompt here. ठीक है, मुझे बस यहाँ पे एक prompt देना है. ओके, सो प्रॉम्प्ट आप अपने हिसाब से इससे बेहतर भी कर सकते हैं. यू कैन गिव अ बेटर प्रॉम्प्ट देन दिस पर्टिकुलर थिंग. ठीक है, सिंपली आप लिख सकते हो. सो राइट नाउ आई हैव गिवन अ प्रॉम्प्ट, क्रिएट अ ग्रीन कलर चिप्स. ठीक है, द सेम थिंग, द इमेज व्हिच वी हैव सीन ऑन आवर स्लाइड. ठीक है, चिप्स. You can name your brand. Okay, so let me name my brand. It can be anyone, है ना. क्या हो सकता है? What can be the brand name? Chips brand name. Yellow. Okay, so create a green color chips. Okay, so I have given the brand name yellow. Brand logo with tagline in contrast to each other. ठीक है, इस वर्ड को थोड़ा सा आप ध्यान देना, contrast to each other. ठीक है, create a green color chips brand logo. So I'm just modifying a bit so that you confuse now हमारा bot. Create a green color chips brand logo. Brand name. So मैंने यहाँ पे ब्रांड नेम मेंशन कर दिया है येलो. ठीक है, तो ब्रांड का नाम येलो है. सो आप जैसा सोच पा रहे हो, द वे यू आर थिंकिंग, जस्ट गिव अ प्रॉम्प्ट. ठीक है, विथ अ टैगलाइन इन कॉन्ट्रास्ट टू ईच अदर. ओके, सो बेसिकली व्हाट आई नीड अ लोगो, चिप्स का पैकेट. ठीक है, जो चिप्स का ब्रांड है उसका लोगो होगा. ठीक है, थर्ड थिंग व्हाट आई नीड, जो मुझे चाहिए, आई नीड डेफिनेटली द ब्रांड लोगो है, तो उसके साथ मुझे क्या चाहिए, टैगलाइन. आई ऑल्सो नीड अ टैगलाइन. तो चिप्स का पैकेट होगा, लोगो होगा, उसका टैगलाइन होगा. राइट नाउ क्लिक ऑन जनरेट. Okay, so basically, so these are the four images has been generated by Firefly. ठीक है, तो ये 4 इमेज Firefly ने जनरेट किए हैं. अब लेकिन हमारे प्रॉम्प्ट से क्या फर्क पड़ा है, ठीक है, व्हाट द इम्पैक्ट इज बेसिकली, यहाँ पे तो कुछ भी हम प्रॉम्प्ट दे सकते थे ना, बट स्पेसिफिकली व्हाट वी डिड, वी सेड कि भाई ब्रांड का लोगो चाहिए एंड वी नीड अ टैगलाइन आल्सो. ओके, सो टैगलाइन एग्जैक्टली इसने टैगलाइन जनरेट नहीं किया है, बट उसने कॉन्ट्रास्ट में, सो विद कॉन्ट्रास्ट दे हैव रिटन समथिंग. ठीक है, कुछ यहाँ पे लिखा हुआ है, दे रोट, तो एआई डिटेक्टेड इट. ओके, सो दिस पर्सन नीड्स अ टैगलाइन आल्सो एंड इन अ कॉन्ट्रास्ट, यानी कि उसके जस्ट ऑपोजिट है. ठीक है, कोई चीज है जो यहाँ पे जनरेटेड है. ओके, नाउ जस्ट पुट इन अ चैट बॉक्स, आप लोग एक बार चैट बॉक्स पे मुझे बताइए कि हाउ मेनी ऑफ यू आर एबल टू डू दैट. आप फायरफ्लाई तक पहुंचे, यू रीच टू द फायरफ्लाई थिंग एंड आपने उसको अटेम्प्ट कर पाए, एटलीस्ट यू हैव अटेम्प्टेड इट. Done, 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 done. I generated some images. One point the particulars having difficulty in generating name the text in the image. Uh, it depends how your bot are trained, and what prompt we are giving. But yes, it depends on the personal experience and your likability also. Okay, great, 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 great. Okay, so it was easy. Okay, so you just need to think. You just need to think, and it will give you some references. And the best part is, it has a very small, tiny logo of PS as well. Okay, Photoshop, Illustrator. So you can get those things downloaded, and you can later on use uh, as a vectorized image or the rasterized image, whatever you want, you can open it on your Photoshop as well, right? So now let's focus on that particular word, contrast. Okay, why I specifically mentioned contrast? Sir, there's error in it also. Error can happen, but there I have specifically specified the brand name yellow, but I have not specified the tagline. So that's why they just given a random text. So if you're talking about that, Shiva, then yes, it was not an error, it was a reference. If you're talking about something else, then please elaborate, or you can unmute and say if you want. Okay, the text. Yes. So because we have not specified it, तो उसने बस एक reference करके हमें दे दिया. So that's why they have given just the reference of that. Okay. So yes, the contrast thing is very much important, because remember, universally it is, and that the same phenomena is applicable in the color also, the later part, the second part of this technical session. Okay, the likability between two things can be similar or very different. It means it can be in a contrast, there has to be a similarity, or there has to be enough dissimilarity between two the things. जब उसके पास या तो वो बहुत ज्यादा सिमिलर होगा, इफ दैट इज वेरी मच सिमिलर, या फिर वो अगर दो चीजें एक दूसरे से बहुत ज्यादा जुदा होंगी, यानी कि बिल्कुल डिफरेंट होंगी, ऑल टुगेदर अ वेरी डिफरेंट काइंड ऑफ टेस्ट or the texture or the font size or the color, whatever, if it is there, if it is similar or the different. Okay, so in both the cases, the likability towards the people, reception towards the both the text, यानी कि जो टेक्स्ट हमारे लिखे हैं, द लोगो एंड द टैगलाइन, उन दोनों ही केसेस में, लोगो और टैगलाइन में, अगर इनफ डिफरेंस है या फिर सिमिलैरिटी है, तो हमारी आंखें जब उसको देखेंगी तो हमें वो चीज बेहतर तरीके से समझ आएगी. ओके, वन इज बिकॉज ऑफ द ईज, because if both the images are similar, then there is a ease. So if I started like putting my bike on 40, okay, तो 40 से 45 जाना is easy, ठीक है, तो वहां पे एक सेम कंसिस्टेंट स्पीड पे आई डोंट हैव टू, you were out of a generative credit, okay, okay, probably आदित्य आपने ज्यादा ट्राई किया होगा, you know, but yes, I think probably by tomorrow you are getting some of the paid features access, ठीक है, तो तब हम करेंगे, आज के लिए इतना ही है ना, मतलब for the Firefly thing, okay, so I hope why I use the word contrast, ठीक है, वो आपको later on examples में भी आपको पता चलेगा, ठीक है, so what we got to learn from this slide that we can use Firefly, Adobe Firefly, ठीक है, yes, that PPT will be shared with you, okay, so we can use the Firefly is helpful, we need to use the text and fonts, उसके features क्या होते हैं, characteristics क्या होते हैं, and if it is similar or different, in both the cases our eyes will perceive it in a better way, लेकिन वो जैसे different होंगे तो क्या हुआ, like if my bike is like riding on a 40 ka speed, if I just lower it down, then contrary what will happen is I will start noticing, तो वैसे जैसे ही आपका टेक्स्ट बिल्कुल डिफरेंट जाता है तो स्टिल मेरा अटेंशन जाएगा आप उस आपके दूसरे टेक्स्ट की ओर, चलिए, आई होप एवरी वन ऑफ यू आर गेटिंग इट, आप सबको समझ आ रहा है, हम आगे बढ़ते हैं, ठीक है, इन केस ऑफ एनी डाउट यू कैन जस्ट पुट योर क्वेश्चंस, ओके, सो हियर द फर्स्ट थिंग, ऊपर देखो क्या लिखा है, द वेरी फर्स्ट थिंग व्हिच इज रिटन हियर इज स्क्रिप्ट, स्क्रिप्ट, दिस इज नॉट द सेम स्क्रिप्ट जो कि फिल्मों में होता है, इट इज नॉट द फिल्म वाला स्क्रिप्ट, ठीक है, ये स्क्रिप्ट क्या है, दिस स्क्रिप्ट इज बेसिकली ऑफ फॉन्ट टाइप्स, सो देयर आर टोटल 4 type of font type which we are going to discuss today, okay, so the font type which okay, so the font type which is brand use, जो ये ब्रांड यूज कर रहा है फॉन्ट टाइप, उसको कहते हैं स्क्रिप्ट, ठीक है, अब वो क्यों है, सो यू नो स्क्रिप्ट यानी कि इस तरह की चीजों में क्या होता है, ठीक है, द फेनोमेना विद स्क्रिप्ट फॉन्ट इज इट इट लाइक्स यू नो वेरी मच कर्वी, वेरी मच एसोसिएटिव, आप ना एसोसिएट करना शुरू करते हैं, सो दैट्स व्हाई द फॉन्ट ऑफ if you will just go, so there is, if you go with the Pepsi brand, then there is a wave is there, probably not in font but in their logo there is a wave, in Coca-Cola their whole logo is like wavy, okay, so this is the script font. Now let's go to the next slide, okay, so sans serif, okay, sans serif is the font जो आपको बहुत क्लीन सा दिख रहा है, ठीक है, तो यही इसकी यूएसपी भी है, दिस इज द यूएसपी ऑफ दिस पर्टिकुलर फॉन्ट टाइप sans serif, ठीक है, sans serif basically is the name of simplicity, you can say, in 90%, in 9 मतलब 80 to 90% brands logo, if you will go, or especially in the digital world, if you will go to their website, their presentation style, they use sans serif family font, वो sans serif के fonts को यूज करते हैं, अभी अगर चीजें नहीं लग रही हैं, Sashikant कह रहे हैं this one is of my favorite font, yes absolutely, in fact whenever I tried also, no, then I used to go for the sans serif because it, the chances of getting wrong or off is very less with this font. अगर अभी तक आपको लग रहा है, if you are thinking that this is something very new is coming, then just hold on for the next 15 minutes, आपको चीजें समझ आने लगेंगी, ठीक है, simplicity and approachability. Now the next one is serif sans font, so watch, very popular fashion brand, okay, so they use serif font, it represents elegance and authority, right, अगर आप थोड़ा सा गौर करोगे ना, if you will just notice it down, then like the way V starts, जैसे V को अगर आप देखोगे ना, it's quite edgy, right, edgy, and in contrary इसके just उलट अगर आप देखोगे, go with the Google वाला thing, the way Google start, it's very smooth, right, So there is no curvature, it's just smooth. I don't know video are showing latency. Okay. Okay. We can't hear you.
Yes,
Okay.
Shashank, your voice is breaking in between.
Okay.
Yeah,
Is
yeah.
it fine now?
Sometimes in between it is breaking. Not, yeah, it is fine. Only sometimes it's breaking in between.
Okay. 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 Okay.
Yeah.
We'll
Thank
take it.
you.
Okay. So let's proceed further. Okay. We will try to do a recap, quick recap also. Okay. So watch. So here in serif font, you will find it wherever the font is ending. So there is, if there is an end, then you will find like the sharp edges. It is actually very much difficult to read in a glance. एक बार में ना इसको पढ़ना उतना आसान नहीं रहता है. ठीक है, it is not an easy font, but yes, it depends like how exactly brand is using it. ठीक है, brand उसको use कैसे कर रहा है, right? तो यहाँ पे क्या है, ब्रांड कभी भी आपको हो सकता है कि हेडलाइन आपको मिल जाएगी, यू विल फाइंड द हेडलाइन इन सेरिफ. Okay, but the possibility is the later on the descriptive part is in sans serif, वो आपको इसमें मिलेगी. ठीक है, so these are the three very popular thing, but in total, so there are basically, so someone, okay, if you find this issue again, then मुझे एक बार आप लोग बताइएगा, do let me know, I will try to change the network. Someone just said that new Times New Roman. Okay, so Times New Roman here. So serif font, the serif font for which we were talking about just in our previous slide, the edgy wala thing. So Times New Roman, Georgia, all these comes under the serif family. The sans serif, it looks, so you know, so there are some emotions, like every font have, सारे fonts के साथ कोई ना कोई एक emotions associated है. ठीक है, लाइक इट इज ट्रस्टवर्दी, क्लासिक, फॉर्मल, द सेरिफ वन. sans serif को अगर आप देखोगे, इफ यू विल गो फॉर द sans serif, देन इट लुक्स मोर क्लीन, मॉडल, मिनिमल, है ना, स्मूथ, है ना. इफ यू विल गो विद द स्क्रिप्ट वन, देन इट लुक्स मोर elegant, creative, you know, the curvature it carries, है ना. तो इस वजह से, तो इसलिए आपको जो फॉन्ट्स आपको स्क्रिप्ट के उसमें मिलेंगे, तो उनका एक अपना एक पर्पस है. सो इट डिपेंड्स, लाइक इट इज नॉट नेसेसरी कि आप ये फॉन्ट यहाँ पे यूज कर सकते हो या नहीं कर सकते हो. इट डिपेंड्स लाइक व्हाट योर ब्रांड कम्युनिकेट्स, आपका ब्रांड, आपका लोगो क्या आपसे कम्युनिकेट कर रहा है. ठीक है, मोनोस्पेस द अनदर वन. मोनोस्पेस, टेक्निकल, लॉजिकल, Courier, if I give the example of the monospace, तो monospace में अगर आप देखोगे, the difference, the way thing are written in the monospace, so whatever it is written on the website, if you are just having a look on the coding thing, ठीक है, तो वो monospace में होता है. Why monospace? Because the difference, the distance between two words, not words, two different letters, you will find this differences. Basically there is a sufficient difference so that people can differentiate, people can read. इसीलिए आपको स्क्रिप्ट के जो फॉन्ट होते हैं, स्क्रिप्ट यानी कि स्क्रिप्ट राइटिंग वाले स्क्रिप्ट की मैं बात कर रहा हूँ. ठीक है, विच इज नाउ लेटर रिप्लेस्ड विथ कुरियर फॉन्ट. ठीक है, बिकॉज इट इज वेरी मच इजी टू रीड, उसको पढ़ना थोड़ा सा आसान है, इसलिए कॉम्प्लिकेटेड कोडिंग वगैरह आपको मोनोस्पेसिंग में की जाती है. बट it is very hard, it is very hard to find any logo or any brand name with monospace. ठीक है, बहुत मुश्किल है उसको करना. हाँ, what people did was, people they tried to mix the monospace font with some serif, sans serif. ठीक है, तो they have customized their brand logo with a combination of two fonts to have the readability. But एक logo जिसको the logo, which has to be comprised into a very small compact space. So it is not recommended to have the mono space completely in your logo. I hope every one of you are getting it. अभी तक का समझ आ रहा है किसी को? कहीं पे कोई डाउट है तो प्लीज पूछिएगा. ठीक है, if you are getting it, then just thumbs up or yes will work. Aryan Sharma, just you can write it down, your issue, where exactly you missed it.
So when we start a project, sir, how do we decide which font to use, or we should, I mean, go through all the fonts and then finalize our decision?
Anshul, yes, Anshul, yes, we are going on that way only. Okay, let's start further. Now I will ask you just to imagine your brand. Okay, any of your fictional brand or the brand you are thinking कि यार इसको मुझे बनाना है, I want to create. It is for everyone. Everyone, just think about a brand or your personal brand or your personality or the associative thing. ठीक है? And जस्ट इमेजिन, बस उसको आप सोचो और सोचने के बाद जस्ट इमेजिन हाउ योर एंड लेवल कस्टमर और कंज्यूमर, ओके, whosoever is consuming your content or your product, they are taking like consumer हो या फिर आपका वो कस्टमर हो, कोई भी हो दोनों में से, वो कर क्या रहा है. ठीक है, देन प्रोबेबली यू आर गोइंग टू गेट योर टारगेट ऑडियंस. जैसे ही आपको वो टारगेट ऑडियंस मिल जाता है, नाउ you need to think like what my brand is, what kind of taste these guy or the crowd. If it is for the college going crowd, then probably you will go with the other kind of font and the other kind of colors associated with that. Okay, so just first imagine what your end consumer is doing. Okay, अब वो कर क्या रहा है. Now in the later, बस इतनी सी चीज अपने दिमाग में रखना, just try to keep that thing in your mind. And later on, once we will conclude the typography thing and the color thing, then probably you are going to get that, because that is the end, that's the assignment also for the end of the session. Okay, so let's proceed further. Okay, so readability, legibility, it is very much simple. If you can, so there are two aspects in the design, in a creative design. So we try to, either we try to make it more readable, like I said, the आपका mono spacing का हो गया, courier font हो गया, or there are other font, right? So उसकी यानी कि उसकी readability कैसी है, how easily you can read it, and can user interpret the letter forms on this. Legibility यानी कि क्या उसके साथ वो जा रहा है कि नहीं जा रहा है. ठीक है, वो उसके साथ एसोसिएट कर पा रहा है कि नहीं कर पा रहा है. ठीक है, अब जैसे कि अब हम यहाँ पे अगर जाएंगे, ठीक है, लेट्स गो फॉर दिस एग्जांपल. सो दीज आर द थ्री डिफरेंट fonts, three different kind of fonts we have: Proxima, Nova, Georgia and Pacifico. ठीक है, अब आप तीनों को अगर आप देखोगे, so can, like, anyone from you can just write it down, the difference. Just have a look and just write it down on comment box, the difference. 1 and 2 are more clear, right? And okay, so let's start with this. 1 and 2 are more clear. कहाँ पे आपको ज्यादा easy लग रहा है? Which one is more easy to read, 1 or 2? 1. Okay. 2. Okay. Now tell me, Proxima Nova, is it a serif or sans serif? Serif or sans serif? Sans serif. Asha, sans serif. Okay, perfect. Right. So look how much easy it is. Proxima Nova, it's clean, non-edgy. We can read it very fine. Aryan keh raha hai, first one is the bold and easy to focus. Great. But in Georgia, the thing is, it comes with the serif thing, right? So इसमें क्या है कि if it is from the different, it is not a सेंस सेरिफ। तो अब इसमें प्रॉब्लम क्या है कि हमें बहुत प्रॉब्लम होगी इसको रीड करने की, ठीक है, इसको समझने की। जस्ट मिनट, लाइक वी सेड serif font, like the watch has a edgy thing, so same thing is here, ठीक है। in Georgia you will find कि D के बाद H के पहले, ठीक है, in H and D you will find some tiny edges, okay, so that is not that much easy to read, okay, but in Pacifica definitely, because it is in cursive, बहुत cursive way में है, so that's why it is bit difficult to read. Probably this could be this go very well if I have a wedding brand, I have something of a designer company. If I am showing the elegance, then probably Pacifico is great. Okay, in those terms, in some context. Okay, but not here. Exactly. But like Bhavna said, Georgia is like we read in books or novels. But yes, Bhavna, that's true that Georgia is being used much because it comprises very low space. So that's why it is mostly used in books. But now the recent books, if you will explore, then people are going more towards the sans serif thing. Okay, and those fonts with a different spacing and restructuring, we are getting it. Okay, so if we go with the legibility thing, in the above three, Pacifico is not as legible as Proxima Nova and Georgia. ठीक है, तो इसमें हम लोगों ने ये चीज देखी. Let's move forward. Okay, so readability, it's a very fantastic example actually. Okay, so all the fonts here, okay, as of the different family, ठीक है, अलग-अलग family के आपको यहाँ पे and all three are the different fonts. Like the first one, it's from the serif family, ठीक है, the money management, right? So it is from the serif family. Now here avoiding scams and fraud for older adults. Okay, so in a single line, two information is there, so that's why two color has been used here. Okay, probably it belongs to the script family. And the last in the body text, जब आप इसके body text को आप देखोगे तो यहाँ पे older adult, loose brains and blah blah, the body tag is basically the monospace. यहाँ पे आपको मोनोस्पेस भी आपको देखने को मिल रहा है. मोनोस्पेस है sans serif है, I think it's a monospace, no, it's a sans serif, it's a sans serif thing, ठीक है, because it is clean, it looks very clean. So basically in a one go, एक बार में हमारे पास we have paid the attention on 4 different things. Okay, this is the power of font, the different kind of font, their size, the contrast, the similarities, right? So how intelligently you are combining all the things together is something which we have to understand and learn. Okay, and so avoiding scam font is serif or not? Avoiding scam is, it's a script family. It's a script family. Okay, whether it is a script family or not. Okay, so suppose that if someone if we goes wrong with that also, but one thing which we are taking away from this slide is we have a 3 different kind of form, 4 different information is been comprised. Okay, so which one is what, definitely it is important, but how intelligently we are using it, हम उसको use कैसे कर पा रहे हैं, that is also important here, right? Okay, let's move forward here. Okay, so it is important one, the contrast thing. Here the contrast is very much different with the same logic, but in a different context we are using it. तो यहाँ पे जो contrast में शुरुआत में बात कर रहा था, while we were doing some experiment with the firefly, तो वहां पे जिस contrast की मैं बात कर रहा था, so those contrasts were different. ठीक है, वो contrast क्या था? It was a difference between the logo, the headline and the टैगलाइन। यहाँ पे जिस कॉन्ट्रास्ट की हम लोग बात कर रहे हैं, दिस कॉन्ट्रास्ट इज बेसिकली द बैकग्राउंड एंड द फोरग्राउंड। ठीक है, फोरग्राउंड में क्या है, तो इन फोरग्राउंड वी हैव द टेक्स्ट, फोरग्राउंड में हमारे पास टेक्स्ट अवेलेबल है, एंड इन बैकग्राउंड वी हैव अ डिफरेंट कलर। ठीक है, बट a high contrast is very much easy to get the attention. So that's why if I just uh, I like me, anyone, everyone is having a look on the chat box which we have of Zoom, right? हम सब शायद देख सकते हैं जो Zoom का chat box है हमारे पास available। ठीक है, अब इसमें अगर आप देखोगे, so if you will go with that box where everyone's comment is there, okay, so anyone's name which is highlighted, if we'll tap on anyone's name, if we'll try to like answer that person, that will pop blue. ठीक है, I don't know whether you are getting that option or not, but I'm here getting I'm getting it here. Okay, so that will turn into a button, ठीक है, with a blue background with a white text, right? So it is a high contrast thing. So similarly with the gray background with the white text, it here the high contrast thing is there. The low contrast is where the visibility is comparatively low. Okay, so why exactly we need high and low things? So basically is just to prioritize the things. If you will go to any website, अगर आप किसी भी website पे भी जाओगे ना, then there are 3-4 very common elements you will find it there. Okay, so there is a headline, there is subheading, there is a description. Okay, and just to have attention on each and everything, सब पे सबका ध्यान जाए, इसके लिए वो क्या करेंगे, what they will do is they will put a headline, okay, they will put some subheading to this or probably a snippet kind of thing वहां पे भी रहेगा, जिससे कि एक छोटा सा एक आइडिया लगे what that story is about or the article is about. Then a separator, एक separator भी आपका रहेगा, a line probably, and then you will get the body content. ठीक है, and now if that website needs to redirect the user to the other link or another story, then you will find the button to click, or probably the click now type से आपको वो button मिलेगा, you will get the button with the click now and the other details. Another thing is, if you'll go to the any shopping website also, the headline, the description and the buy now have a very high contrast. So that's a use case. Okay, so most of the time the call to action, CTA, okay, just write it down somewhere, CTA, call to action. Okay, so that is actually very much required. Everyone in the meeting, CT, I'm just putting it. Okay, so the call to action thing, most of the time you will find it with a high contrast rate. Okay, so person with a dyslexia, okay, they will find very difficult to go through with the low contrast text. Okay, and especially the person who are unable to differentiate the colors, the colorblind people. Okay, so they also find it very much difficult, okay, to navigate that what exactly is there. Okay, probably they will skip this particular text. Okay, should we move forward? Energy is there or not? Is energy there? Okay, perfect. Aditya Aryan. Okay, let's move forward. Thank you, Saurabh. Lovepreet. Okay, Shubhkumar. This is one of my favorite actually. Okay, here if you will go, then it's a basically here just go, just have a look on this graphic. Okay, why this is very interesting is here in a very tiny space, okay, the emphasis has been given to the different text. एक छोटी सी जगह पे हर एक छोटी चीजों पे एम्फेसिस दिया गया है, ठीक है, और ऐसा नहीं हो रहा है कि एंड दिस इज नॉट द केस लाइक वी आर हैविंग अ व्यू ऑन द वन पर्टिकुलर थिंग, हम कोई एक चीज देख रहे हैं और उसके चक्कर में दूसरी चीज छिप गई है, राइट? तो ऐसा नहीं हो रहा है कि बिकॉज ऑफ वन थिंग we are not being able to pay attention to the other thing. So things are being designed so beautifully that serif, sans serif, script, monoface, ठीक है, monospace भी है, and there is a contrast thing is also there. ठीक है, contrast भी है, contrast यानी कि background को भी different तरीके से हमने यहाँ पे कुछ कुछ चीजों में दिया है. So we are actually navigating through each and every layer. Okay, so it's a very great example, like how in a tiny space, if you have a very tiny space, especially if you are like having your own brand, the brand which I asked you to imagine, okay, and if you are making any graphic, if you are doing any sort of promotional graphic, or you are designing the ad, okay, then probably you want to say either you will be minimal just to pay the attention, just to keep the attention of the viewer, you will try to be minimalistic, or either you need to use some sort of trick, okay, where you can communicate more in a shorter space and in a shorter time. Okay, so Times Square, 42 Cent Station, SNQR 1237. Okay, so we are just navigating through each and every thing, right? Okay, let's move forward. How to determine, now this is the very common question I get from the students, like especially if we are on the, if you will go to the Adobe Express, अगर आप Adobe Express पे जाओगे ना, then because we are navigating probably on mobile phone is like 5 inch 6 inch around, ठीक है, कुछ ऐसे ही उसका साइज रहता है ना. And if you are on a laptop, then probably 15 14 16 inch around you are getting. If you're on a desktop, then probably 22 inch 34 inch in a max case scenario you will get. Okay, so now if you are designing anything na, the continuous question which you will be having, अगर question ऐसा नहीं आ रहा है ना आपके दिमाग में, then probably you are making a mistake. Okay, तो ये question आपके दिमाग में आना चाहिए. आइए कि what font size I should select, मैं कौन सा font size यहाँ पे select करूं, क्योंकि होता क्या है कि suppose that if I am designing anything in this phone, like visible है मेरा phone नहीं है क्या, है. Okay, हाँ, if I'm designing in this phone, then probably if I will keep it like a 10 or 12 or 14, then probably it is looking very much tiny to you, because we don't have that much capacity sometime to understand that with that aspect ratio, what area, what amount of percentage of area it is having right now, and what impact it's going to have when we will print out any flex, or we will put this ad on a TV or on a digital platform, right? Because we are doing something from our very own. Okay, so in that zone, we need to have attendance. Ashish, just be there, attendance will be marked. Okay, we are still 20 minutes, we have the 20 minutes left. Okay, so after that attendance will be taken care of. Okay, sorry. Okay, so it is recommended the size of 10 to 12. Okay, if you are like doing anything on the digital on the for the print, because in print most of the time what we do is we do after printing the minimum size, what I have seen, if it is not a very tiny greeting card or the leaflet kind of thing, okay, then maximum time we go minimum of A4 size sheet. ठीक है, हम लगभग A4 शीट निकालते हैं. तो जो चीज आपको हो सकता है इतनी दिख रही है, probably after printing it will be that much bigger. ठीक है, वो इतना बड़ा हो जाएगा. ठीक है. Okay, I am sorry if you are facing that. I will try to fix it after the this quick break. I will try to fix this up. Lovepreet. Okay, so and once you are going to the digital platform, then it requires to be 14-16. अगर आप कोई भी अगर आप digital platform के लिए कर रहे हो ना, if you are making any creative, any ad, any graphic, any Instagram post, anything, then it has to be 14:16, because the maximum size which is going to have, because most of the time you are going to consume the social media and mobile phone, or maximum on tablet. And if you will go, like, if you will stretch it a bit, okay, then you will go to your television, but that's also the 55-inch, the average maximum size, I would say, right? So it is not what about the font size of heading, subheading. Okay, so this is basically a hierarchy you need to make. This is the normal, the body font it is. So relatively you just need to make a contrast. आपको उतना contrast बनाना होगा. I will show you one example also, Anshul. Okay, so look, you just need to have a two there has to be a, so there is a ratio, basically 1.67 or around ratio, that much difference you need to keep between heading, subheading, and the body text. Okay, so that people can differentiate while reading कि यार इसमें कितना difference आ पा रहा है ना? Okay, so let's move forward, then we will take some questions. Making text accessible in design. Okay, so this is a very interesting thing. Okay, so Dyslexy is a font. You can check their website. Okay, Dyslexy fontdyslexic.com it is. Okay, ये PPT है, इसके साथ आपको मिल जाएगा. You will get it with this PPT. So basically, that font is very edgy and have a very angular, structured thing, but also carries some tune-like vibe. Okay, so it becomes, and with the study, this shows that the people who are like going through with this symptom are finding reading text with those fonts very it was very much helpful for them. Okay, so before the break time, let me show you something. Okay, I'm just okay. In the team, between that time, just give me a moment. Okay, I want. Mm, yes, that one. Share. See, so basically, typography is an art form that we know. Okay, that we all know that yes, it's an art form, but there is nothing right or wrong. Okay, if you can communicate uh, if your brand, your thought, your idea, your design has a specific uh, agenda, then you can, then it is very much easy for you. Like if you will go, I've just because I it's a very good example. If you just go with the poster of Joker, and with the time how exactly they have redefined or restructured the same logo, their brand, or you can say the movie font in a different sizes, and all looks fine. Okay, so like suppose here, film art gallery, let's open this then one of my favorite, this one. Okay. I hope everyone can see my screen. Yes. Okay. So here, if you will just if you will just study this structure, the font here, then you will find, like, so there are three kind of font is been used in making this poster. Okay, one is the custom made font. It is, I think, the Joker, the name of the film. Now again, the term which I used, in a contrast, in a contrast, the LE 9 October, and with the same different kind of sponsor, Jack Queen Phonics has been written. Okay, so it is a very contrast. The heading is very bumpy sound. Okay, it looks very much balanced here, but the same movie communicates like in a same way. Just have a look here. Here also, you will find a different, the put on a happy face, put on a happy face. If you will just go with that, then it is a very different kind of font. But here the contrast is, if you will go here, then it covers. So it is not giving a much margin. If you have watched this film, how many of you watched this film, Joker? Just yes or thumbs up, whatever will work. Then I think you will be able to get that, what I'm saying. In the very beginning of the film, not yet. Okay, just like after this session, no, once it will end up at around 7. Okay, go and give a watch, just at least for the first 10-15 minutes. What happens is, like, once the movie starts, and after a point of time, you find the main film name, and it is not even giving a very sufficient the which we call it margin. वो ना margin भी नहीं दे रहा है. वो क्या कर रहा है, जोकर पूरे स्क्रीन में है, like from top to bottom in the 16:9 ratio. वो सब में जोकर आपका filled है. Okay, so it is not going very much with all the, you can say, the technical thing. इतना margin होना चाहिए, it has to be that much of promotion. ठीक है, वो उस proportion में भी नहीं जा रहा है, but still it is matching the vibe. So it depends like how exactly you wants to communicate, what you wants to communicate. So same here also, if you'll go with this particular poster, then again, in the left hand side corner, it is not giving a very sufficient margin. Okay, but the dominance, the power, and still you are nothing. Okay, so that's how the element, the key element, the vibe, an artist or a graphic designer or a poster maker uh, wants to have, they want to inculcate those qualities. Okay, so how exactly you are thinking about any particular thing, right? Okay, so now I think all of you must have imagined some of your imaginary brand. Okay, and उस imaginary brand, सबने एक एक brand अपना तो imagine कर ही लिया होगा अभी. If I'm, किसने किसने नहीं किया है, just अभी बताओ, yes or no? Have you imagined your brand, logo, anything, or the last user, what he or she is doing? कुछ दिमाग में आया? If there is any picture, yes or no, just put yes or no. If you are writing it no, then it doesn't means that you are lacking behind. Probably right now the picture is not there. That's it. Okay, perfect. If you have already brand. Okay, so look, if you don't have if your brain is not being able to develop a certain imagery right now, so there is no any harm in that. It's just that right now we have not reached to that level जहाँ पे हमें वो समझ आए, where we can be able to assess ourselves कि okay, that's how my user is looking like. So suppose that if I have a brand, the brand which call shirt actually, the Big Apple. Okay, so the Big Apple, the probably their owner must have imagined a user entering to their store and buying some stuff. If you are any online brand and if you are selling the suppose apparel, आप कुछ कपड़े बेच रहे हो और these sort of thing, then probably you must be assuming और अगर मेरा youth है तो मैं imagine करूंगा कि एक आदमी है, I will imagine there is a person who is trying to buy something. Now the very next thing which will come into my mind is what's his age, उसका उम्र क्या है, ठीक है, वो स्कूल जाता है नहीं जाता है, ठीक है, वो कॉलेज जाता है क्या करता है, वो क्रिकेट ज्यादा खेलता है, वो क्या करता है, ठीक है, if he is more into the cricket then probably he is buying something or needing something. If he is a very much, if he is the person like me who is very much health conscious, then probably he is searching for the protein supplement, okay, and the other thing. So that's how you need to imagine with your thing. If you are a content creator, then assume that, try to think what your end level audience is thinking about, okay, while watching your video. That's why some of the content creators are very much famous, not very much active, but people wait for them, people associate with them because they create, they communicate with not only with the typography, definitely, but with their overall communication is very sharp, very sharp. They know where exactly they are targeting. Probably they looks like just a content creator, but not actually. There is a heavy brain is implied in that creation. Okay, so that's how you need to think. Okay, so I will just force you to think. Okay, so probably right now that picture is not clear, but after some time it will get clear. एक बार के बाद वो हो जाएगा, ठीक है, right? So now just take how much time we have? We have around 7 minutes more. Okay, just do one thing. I'm just writing down few things. Okay, just do not write anything in next 1 minute. I'm just putting few pointers. Age, location, wife, if any. Use case. Okay, so here I have written like total 5 points. Sir, could you please elaborate on that? Yes, I will. I'm coming on that. Okay, Shiva. Okay, the first thing is the age. Okay, so age is very much clear. आपका जो भी user group है या जो भी consumer है, customer or consumer है, what's his age, right? Location means the geographical location where exactly uh, he is. He is from the very metropolitan city like Delhi, Bangalore. Okay, so these sort of cities, Mumbai, are they from the B town? ओके, तो बी टाउन जहाँ पे यू विल फाइंड, तो आपको थोड़ा सा इनकम ग्रुप भी उसमें एसोसिएट होने में आपको वाइब इफ एनी, ठीक है, डू दे कैरी, बट previously people don't used to cater this thing. Vibe means उसका feel क्या है, ठीक है, like if I say that I'm a millennial, okay, but how I associate myself, ठीक है, through which generation. If you have seen some of the pitches in Shark Tank US or India, okay, very popular, then they always mention ki what their target audience is. Target audience, it doesn't mean the age group and the location, what fields they have, okay, what kind of uh, if they are from the rapper community, if they are they associate themselves from a writer community, what kind of people they are. Because in today's world, what happens that our with the digital marketing and advertisements, it is very much easy to cater the audience as per their occupation, their liking, their hobbies. Okay, so that's why. Shiva, is it clear? Vibe, if any, if you want to specify, it is not necessary to have that. So that's why I have written if any. Okay, now the use case, uska kaam kya hai jo aap kar rahe ho. If you are selling any product, if you are selling any services, or if you are selling some content, or you are just getting attention, then what's the use case? Probably if I'm the real watcher, then I don't have a use case. Basically, I'm just scrolling each and everything. But the fact is, if if I have talked to my friend over the phone, look, I am more into the spirituality, then probably the next wheel is bump on my screen is of very similar nature, right? So use case, practically kahan aap usko use kar rahe ho, what product it is, right? And the competitor, this is very very important. Competitor is very important. So basically what competitor will help you to analyze is what exactly. So basically it's a cheat code. Competitor is the cheat code. So what they will do, competitor will help you to determine what your product is, who's your target audience is, what look and feel they likes to have. Okay, because that's why Bisleri, Bilseri, Bisleri, so there are multiple brands are there with the same name, because they know their competitor, they know that they knew their market, they knew their fonts, they knew their colors. Recently one case happened, if you will Google, then you will find it out about and this is for the Bisleri versus some aqua something company. Okay, so beyond those, try to get all those details. Okay, so now we will have a quick break. It's a break time. And break time, where is break time? Document, I'm missing something, where my screen is. Yeah. Okay, so it's a quick uh, break. Okay, so we will just take a 15 minutes break. After that, I think the attendance will be taken by someone. And so in the team time, in the meantime, just recharge yourself and get things done. Okay, I will be back shortly. Thank you.
I'm in. Yes, sir. Am I, yeah, I'm yes, sir. Am I audible?
Yes, Mohit.
Yes, 10 confirmation,
Mona,
sir. 10,
the
yeah.
attendance link is in the chat. Click on the attendance
Yeah,
link.
10 of them will join. Yeah.
Yes,
I
yes,
have like
yes.
approved 10 guys and definitely they will
So
join.
those who are there back into the session, just click on the attendance link and fill in the attendance.
Yes.
Okay. The access code is also available there.
Hello, I couldn't log in. I've been experiencing this issue since evening. I tried to address this. I'm unable to log in, and when I click on the forget password, I'm really not getting a verification mail into my email.
All right, sir.
Okay,
I'll provide you
Manaswini,
with
can
the
you
support
just
mail.
share, Shahid, can you just share your email ID so
Yes,
that
ma'am.
Yes,
Sure.
I did email it to the one of the accounts when the session started. I'll just I think it's uh one second. It is Shahid Salman Shahid sir's email ID.
yes, yes.
Yes. So after the session, we'll get back to you.
Okay, so how do I mark my attendance?
I'll get back to you over call with all the things.
Manaswini, don't worry, we'll call you and we'll get your attendance done. Okay?
Okay, thank you, thank you.
Yeah, sure.
Hello, hello, ma'am.
Yes.
I'm
Yes.
also facing this problem.
Okay. So, Shahid, can we have your email ID back into the chat,
Yes.
please?
Yes, ma'am.
So those who are facing any issue, do write to us onto this email ID. We'll get back to you. We'll call you and resolve your queries as well. Okay?
Okay, ma'am. Thank you for your support.
Hello everyone. Regarding the attendance and the Canvas login, if anyone is facing any issues, you can mail us in the support mail ID we have given in the chat, and after the session, we'll get back to you.
So I can see one of the question from Arif, didn't get the password in Canvas login. So Arif, you need to register into the Canvas. You have to give your own password, and that is where you will use that same password to log in again. So this time has been given for you to mark your attendance in the Canvas. Everybody take next 2 minutes again to mark your attendance into the Canvas. Can we have the access code again into the chat, please, Shahid?
Posted.
The access code and the attendance link is there in the chat. Those who haven't marked their attendance, kindly mark their attendance, please.
Excuse me, madam.
Yes, Arif.
I have did not I get the password, madam, in Canvas login credential.
So, Arif, when you might have got the link in your email, when you click on that link, it might have asked you to register to that application.
Yes, okay.
Okay. And when you register, then you give your own password. And that is the password that you will be using.
Okay, okay. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay.
Everyone, once again, a reminder, if you face any issues on attendance or the Canvas login, we have posted the support email in the chat box. So don't worry, our team will get back to you and solve that issue. Okay, now we will resume from the break and we will play now the Kahoot. So it's an online gaming quiz, and the person who wins the Kahoot will be getting a surprised gift from us. So play your best game in this, and we'll hope all attend the Kahoot. Anika, please share.
So guys, I hope everybody is back from your breaks. Let's take a minute more.
We have posted the direct joining link, or else you can just click on www.kahoot.it and you can enter the game pin. Or even you can scan the QR code that is visible in the screen and join the game. Remember, the winner will get a surprise gift from us. So all
Great
of you,
going,
please
guys.
join.
It is going to be too
just
much fun.
gaming quiz. Sorry, Anika, you can continue.
You will be having questions here. There will be 7 questions. Each question will have 20 seconds to answer. You will also be receiving, the winner will also be receiving a surprise gift from us. It is gonna be very much fun, guys. I hope everybody participates this. We are having a good number.
Shashikant, you can also join this. This is just a quiz. So the content that has been taught right now, till now, so all the things will be in the quiz. So you can answer the quiz. It's just a try.
Great numbers.
All of you, please participate. It's just a gaming quiz. So for your relaxation and everything. And the winner will get a surprise gift. So just try your best game.
We'll wait for a minute more as people are joining in, and then we'll start. I hope everybody is joined. Shall I begin with the quiz? Anybody left to join, please make sure that you're joining as soon as possible. We still have people joining. Very good. Okay. Ten more seconds and we'll start with the quiz, guys.
Everyone, please join the quiz. You can also join the quiz using the QR code that is visible in the screen, or else you can just click the direct joining link that is available in the chat. Okay, Anika, I think we are almost
Yeah.
over. We can start.
Yes. Starting the quiz. You will be receiving 20 seconds to answer each question. Make sure that you are answering accurately. Question number 1. Which of the following is not a core theme of the Creative Skills Academy course? We have 4 options here. Kindly go through the options. AI is replacing creative work. Leave your mark. Authentic problems shape portfolio work. Be resourceful and use the community. Quickly, guys. We have 12 answers only. 18 answers, 21 answers. Time's up. So the correct answer is AI is replacing creative work. Let's see who has won this question. Mridul. Congratulations, Mridul. Followed by Manaswini. Good job, Manaswini. And we have Shekhar. Thank you so much, guys. We'll move to the next question. What is the primary role of typography in design? Quickly, guys. Options are filling space with text, making content colorful, shaping perception and enhancing communication, making text large and bold. 8 seconds more to answer.
All do remember that the quicker you answer, the more points you will be gaining.
Yes, that's true. So the correct answer is shaping perception and enhancing communication. Let's see who has got points for this. Mridul again topping, followed by Manaswini, and we have Shekhar. So I request others also to participate. Make a little more quicker. Question number 3 here. What does the 60-30-10 color rule represent? Percentage of warm versus cool tones, primary, secondary, and accent colors in a design, proportion of text to images, font sizes for headings, subheadings, and body text. We have 3 seconds left. Okay. So the correct answer is primary, secondary, and accent color in a design. Let's see who has given the right answers. Okay, there is a new name now. Tanisha, good job, Tanisha. Ipsita, very good, Ipsita. And we have Shekhar. Let's move to our next question. Which typeface would be most legible for body text in a digital design? Pacifico, Georgia, Comic Sans, Papyrus. Quickly, guys. The more quicker, the more points. But you should also be accurate here. 3 more seconds. Here comes the correct answer. It is Georgia. Let's see who has scored now. We have Tanisha topping, very good. Followed by Shekhar. And then we have a new name, Pooja. Good job, guys. Let's move to our next question. What is an essential practice for ensuring readability in your design? Using as many colors as possible, minimizing white space, applying high contrast text and backgrounds, using only bold fonts. Quickly. We have 3 sex lists. Okay. The correct answer is applying high contrast text and backgrounds. Very good. Let's see who has topped this question. Tanisha again. Excellent, Tanisha, followed by Shekhar. Good job. And we have Pooja now. Great going, guys. Let's move to our next question. What tool is suggested for checking text contrast for accessibility? Adobe Spark, Canva, WebAIM, Discord. Quickly. Let's have our answers quickly here. 10 more answers, 10 more seconds. And our correct answer is WebAIM. Good job, but we have very less answers here. Let's see who has topped these questions. Tanisha again, very good, Tanisha, followed by Shekhar. We have a new name added here, Aditya. Good job, Aditya. Last question, which of these statements align with the approach to AI? AI should fully automate design decisions. AI tools replace the need for creativity. AI is a collaborator that enhances creative work. AI eliminates the need for typography knowledge. Quickly, guys. This is the last question and chance to win a surprising gift from us. Okay, the right answer is AI is a collaborator that enhances creative work. So are you guys ready to see the results? On third position, we have Hema. Good job, Hema. We have Shekhar. Very good, Shekhar. And first comes Tanisha. Excellent, Tanisha. Kudos to all the 3 who participated. We have runner-ups Aditya and Pooja. Great, guys. Great going. Good job. Thank you so much, everyone, for participating here. It was really fun and it was a cutthroat competition also.
Thank you, Anika, and congrats, Tanisha. And you'll be gaining a surprise gift from us. And also congrats to all the participants who participated. This is just a game, that's it. And it's also a learning. And over to you, Mishra. So before we begin, I'll also post the attendance link in the chat box. So if you have not marked your attendance, you can just mark it. Mishra, you can continue.
Sure. Thank you so much. And congratulations to the winner, and especially to those who actually participated. So congratulations to them. So let me just share my screen. Okay. So we are done with the typography, and now we are moving ahead with color and design, communicating through hue. So there was a very famous quote by Pierre Bonnard: color does not add pleasant quality to design, it reinforces it, right? So color is not, we think that it's a color, okay, but psychologically what impacts it's doing to us, to our brain, and especially if you are making any consumer product, then what psychology it is reinforcing into the customer or the consumer's mind, that we exactly we don't have a very good fair idea about कि यार ये हो कैसे रहा है ना, वो कर कैसे रहा है, ठीक है? So now let's, okay, which movie it is? Anyone? Yeah. Oh, most of you, I think, have watched it. KGF, right? Okay, so KGF, very popular mainstream film. खून से लिखी हुई कहानी है. Now, this film is about, if you have seen, like most of you, I believe, have seen that this film. Okay, तो ये film जिस बारे में है, it is, the whole condition is different. Okay, but red has a certain values. The red actually evokes anger, rage, love. So it represents something, right? And जब हम कहते हैं ना, the way it is written that can you please translate statement mentioned in the picture? Okay, खून से लिखी हुई मेरी कहानी. It means my story is been like I wrote my stories through blood. Okay, so there is a rage, revenge, and those sort of things are there in the film, right? So basically, the thing is, every colors evokes some kind of emotion. Okay, and every colors actually helps because we also have a some kind of notion associated with this, right? तो हमारा भी क्या है, हमारा भी कोई ना कोई एक notion है ना, यानी कि we have certain perception about some colors. Okay, so it is there. So now we have to think basically कि exactly what exactly one color is making, what kind of difference it's making. Now, I think my presentation is visible. Am I visible to everyone? I just wanted to check. Am I visible? Okay. Okay. Perfect. Perfect then. Okay. Uh, perfect. So the thing is, so we have a certain perception, but I just wanted to go beyond it. Okay. And try to go with my words, because what I wanted to say is, suppose that if something happened to you or some cut marks has been done on your skin or somewhere, okay, then the very first color which appears is that is red, right? Because our blood is of red color. Okay, and blood is red, so that's why. And the immediate association, the human association with the red color, which happens to be, that is the danger. Okay, so it's a sign of danger. So we knows that. Okay, so everyone is talking about, look, red depicts this, blue depicts this, white is calm, blue is calming one, green is for, white is for peace. So we have those association, we have those vocabulary, but always try to associate any color uh, uh, with their story, like uski kahani kya hai. If we know the story of any color, then we can use it anywhere without without going or without remembering these vocabularies or the terminology. अगर हमें association का जड़ पता है, if we know the root, अगर हमें उसका जड़ पता है ना, तो हमारे लिए बहुत आसान हो जाएगा एक कलर क्या impact create करता है, right? Like I said, अगर कोई भी कट लगेगा, the immediate color which our brain will perceive is red. हमें दिखता है क्या है, वो रेड है. एंड बिकॉज कट लगने से कुछ दर्द भी होता है, अगर किसी और को भी लगा है, if someone else is going through that situation, but then still we can feel the pain. Okay, and that's why the very first reaction जो हमारे दिमाग में आता है with the red color is danger, threat. Okay, so these kind of things. Okay, similarly, now assume a sky blue, right? Sky हम बोलते हैं तो कौन सा कलर आ रहा है? The very first color which is coming to our brain is that is blue. Okay, and most of our memories are made with the sky in that matter only. हमारी जितनी भी memories हैं skies के साथ कुछ वैसी ही बनी हुई हैं, है ना? So whenever sky is not blue, if it is washed out white, then definitely that's not a very pleasing human behavior, right? कि 12 बजे दोपहर में we are taking sun bath or something. Okay, so most of our memories is either it is a early morning or it is an evening orange and blue thing is there, or it's a night. Okay, and we are staring at sky, we are observing stars, moons, and that sort of memory we have. So that's why blue associate with those colors. So whatever any human has experience in the life, so that's how any color get associated and we develop a new vocabulary, new notions with those color. तो हमारे जीवन में जो जो अनुभव होते हैं, उन्हीं अनुभव के साथ साथ ये सारे कलर्स हमारे पास उसी तरह से आने शुरू हो जाते हैं. ठीक है? Okay. Now, the rest of the thing which we are going to discuss, जो अब हम डिस्कस करने जा रहे हैं, अब हमारे लिए बहुत ज्यादा आसान हो जाएगा. Now it is going to be very much easy for us to understand. Okay. Now the power of communication. Okay. Color can reinforce a brand message and guide users' action. It has the power to influence how user perceive, feel, interact with the design. Okay. So what we are doing, first we will try to understand the color, the power of color, okay, and the complexity of color also we will go through. Then we will combine it with typography. फिर हम क्या करेंगे, इसको typography के साथ हम इसको combine करेंगे, we will mix it. Okay, and we will try to come to some kind of conclusion for what? For what? For your brand, which you have thought. Okay, the user which you have assumed, right? So we are trying to approach there. Okay, so here we have blue, trust, red, passion, yellow, happiness, green, balance. Okay, but it is also necessary to understand one color is not very much subjective to one emotion. Okay, one color can depict a multiple thing, multiple meaning is there, okay, associated with that, right? So it depends like what association we are making with it. Like the red one, it definitely depicts passion, but red also depicts danger. Sometimes red also depicts love, lust, right? Rage. So these kind of emotion is also there. Stop in traffic signal, that's I think बहुत अच्छा example राजेश ने बताया. It is a very good example. That's why the yellow, red, okay, red, yellow and green signals are made. Okay, green signal, that's in our vocabulary. Now you have the green signal to do that thing. Okay, so because we have certain notions associated with that. Okay, here color and typography. So here it is basically here the color, the combination of a different color. Okay, so is there, and it's very smooth, soothing. Okay, so it is what it is, much like a song needs both melody and a lyrics to convey emotion. Typography and the color works together to communicate your message, the same thing which we discussed. Okay, so it is text to image font. This one I will ask you to experiment in after this session. Okay, try to go little abstract also. Okay, so in that way, right now, because we did already one exercise with the text to image, so we will just move forward from here. Oh, perfect. Now I just wanted you to focus. Okay, just give me core elements. What strikes in your mind when I say, or when I ask you to see at McDonald's logo? What comes in your mind? Whatever it can be, whatever. M, very good, Aditya. The first one is red, craving. Fantastic. Okay, now this is common. Gangeshwar and Nila Kurthi. Okay, so both are on cravings. What else? Joker. Very good, Aditya. The color combination of both here, Saurav is saying, okay, yellow and red. Perfect. Look, you need to start putting words here. Look, आपको ना कुछ word यहाँ पे लिखना पड़ेगा. ठीक है? Restaurant, very good. So the maximum thing what will happen is you will go wrong. That's it. Okay, and it's not going to take anything. Okay, yellow triggers the hunger. Very good. Contrast. That's nice. That we will discuss. Text. Fries and ketchup. There is also some studies in the fries and ketchup, by the way. Food. Loyalty. Yes. Yellow depicts the loyalty. Anything else quickly? Just 10 seconds more. Anything, whatever is coming to your mind. Do not hesitate कि यार किसी ने पहले interior. Okay, very good. ये मत करना कि यार पहले किसी ने बोल दिया है, ये तो मैंने भी सोचा था. Happy meal. Okay, happy meal तो सबका favorite है. Hygienic, yellow, attractive. Very good. Okay, so there are actually key elements. Buy one get one free. Okay, Rajesh. Okay, so the thing is, here it is a combination of all basically. So, and it is a very, so basically what McDonald did is McDonald combined each and everything to accommodate their brand association and the brand product into the public's memory. Okay, so what it did first is definitely the most commonly used yellow and red combination. Someone like said school bunk. Okay, okay, very good. Actually the school bunk, Mohit, is actually a very good point. Okay, so basically first let's talk about the colors. It's a contrast color. Someone also commented, I just forgot the name, commented that it's a contrast color. So blue, no sorry, so red and yellow are contrast to each other. तो यानी कि जब दो colors बिल्कुल अलग अलग तरीके से वो रहेंगे तो क्या होगा, एक कॉन्ट्रास्ट जनरेट होगा. इट विल गिव्स अ कॉन्ट्रास्ट और लोगों को दोनों कलर बहुत इजीली पता होंगे. ओके, सो प्रोबेबली रेड एंड पिंक people will not be able to associate or just go next after red ki yaar ne दूसरा वाला तो pink है, but after red yellow is easily like eyes, our eyes just go to the yellow thing. In fact, first our eyes goes to the yellow thing, then the bond. Yes, exactly, right. So that's the first thing. Now the second thing is the M shape. Okay, so McDonald's logo is just not the logo, it's basically that shape. It's if we'll just look closely, no, then the McDonald M is being personalized for the brand. Okay, it is not M looks like a chef's cap. Exactly. Okay, M's like looks like a chef's cap. And one more thing, that is the font of M is custom designed. Okay, so that's why you are observing M, you are reading M, but it is not a very common M which you are going to find anywhere else. Probably now if you will go to the Google and you will search it down, McDonald's font finder or something like keyword, then probably you will get some font. But once you will use it, then the other person will interrupt you. दूसरा आदमी आपको interrupt करेगा और वो बोलेगा कि यार ये McDonald जैसा M नहीं क्या? It is not a very similar kind of M. Okay, so that's the power of font typography, how uniquely you are selling it. If you are placing in the eye of public, then after some point of time, because people can recognize them, people can read them, but this is a very different kind of them. Okay, so the second thing is shape. Okay, someone's also said Joker. Very good point. In fact, some of the brand have created some kind of clown, joker, or they associated a few people, some kind of you can say animal goodies. Yes, goodies. Okay, so they also, so what happens that people will start recognizing or registering the brand, the product with that particular association. So that's can I make so here Rajesh is saying, can I make a brand with a different font name, like my name is Rajneesh? And yeah, you can do, you are free, it's an art form. Okay, you can mix 2-3 fonts together. Okay, so just let's come to the topic again. So the thing is, people will start associating. So with the McDonald's Joker, you can associate So whenever you will find someone or
Hi everyone, there is a small technical issue with the mentor trainer, so he'll be joining shortly.
okay, am I audible?
Yes, Mishra,
Yes,
you're
no,
audible.
thumbs up, anything will work. Okay, thank you, thank you. Sorry for the sudden drop. Okay, so basically, marketers strategize street colors and the font, okay, for the okay. Okay, so brand use specific color palette typography to establish recognition. So it is the same thing which we have discussed with this use case of McDonald's. Okay, now here the Coca-Cola. So Coca-Cola and their association with red. Okay, it's just making it very much uh, different from the other brand.
Mishra, I think there is a
Then
network issue again with you. Please check your network.
have seen similarly if you will go to the other brands like Tiffany Blue. Tiffany Blue, they are more emphasized. Okay.
Mishra, you're in mute.
I'm just switching the net.
Okay.
Am I audible now?
Yes, audible.
Okay. Okay, so same with the Tiffany Blue. Okay, Tiffany and Company. So they are working with a variant of a blue color, which is very off with the marketing. So it is not that necessary. If something is very much associating, अगर हम लोग अपने आप को associate कर रहे हैं more with the red and blue and the green, okay, then it is not necessary that every brand has to be the same. Okay, so if you are doing something very off, something very different, then probably also it will get highlighted. अगर आप कुछ अलग भी कर रहे हो तो there are possibilities कि आप उसको वहां पे आप highlight कर सकते हो, है ना? एंड ये हमने एक मैकडोनल्ड का भी जो केस देखा, यू नो इट इज नॉट इन फैक्ट एम, ये एम भी नहीं है ना, बट इट इज जस्ट अ half semicircle, yeah, the half of part of him, but it is again because it is in yellow color, क्योंकि ये yellow color में है, then it is resembling us with a McDonald, although it is of a McDonald's, but it is resembling in that way, है ना, हमें वो लग रहा है कि ये McDonald का ही यहाँ पे it is a parabola. Yes. Okay. And one of the very famous in trend, Spotify, they play with green color. ठीक है, तो ग्रीन कलर को कैसे एसोसिएट आप कर पा रहे हो किसी एक ब्रांड में, किसी एक शेप में? सो दे जस्ट यूज्ड अ कलर, अ सर्कल एंड द शेप ऑफ वेव्स. ठीक है, रेडियो वेव्स, because the radio thing has been changed. If you take two pictures from Rajesh is saying different angle, then two parabola, you can make them. That's two Rajni, Rajesh. Okay, now it's activity time. आप लोगों को थोड़ी सी मेहनत करनी होगी. ठीक है, just come close to your screen and put some brands. वो brand आप बताइए, popular brands that use blue logos. So just name those brands. पैसा बाजार, Zoom, very good. किसने Zoom बताया? भावना, आदित्य. Okay, that was very much easy. Zoom पे आप लोगों को Zoom बता दिया. Okay, Truecaller, TMS, LinkedIn, Zoom, Outlook, Gemini, Dell, Atlassian, Pepsi, Line. Okay, Line, yes. Intel and Canva, yes. Aquafina, IBM, oh. NVIDIA for Telegram, Facebook. So there is basically now a story. Few more. कुछ और आ रहा है दिमाग में? BMW, yes, blue is there in BMW, but that is not the dominant color. Intel, Big Blue, Cast 24, yes. Sky, PayPal, Domino's, yes. Ford, हो गया. Prime Video, very good. Nestle, not blue. American Express, Flipkart, yes, Flipkart. Okay, so basically NVIDIA financial app. Okay. Many. So basically, blue is that color which has been used heavily, and it is one of the most used color for the digital brands. Try to recognize this fact. This is in the case of the digital brand. Why digital brand? Because in digital brand, the kind of luminance blue throws was a very different, and it looks bit technical also. Okay, so that's why probably with the hoarding, so the most of the color you're going to observe in the hoarding. अगर आप hoarding देखोगे, उसमें आप देखोगे जो brands है, जो hoardings है, probably the dominant color you will find is red, right? But any of the digital product, if you will imagine, okay, so most of them in my observation are associated with blue. Okay, Ipshita saying blue can signify connectivity. That's true. Deepness, heaviness, yes. Okay, and for any of the tech product also, you will analyze that blue is there. Okay, because very first two colors is like, if you will go through the coding part, then the very first two colors you will find, that is the first one is black and the second one is white. Okay, so the very okay, there's one more thing. If you have noticed, royalness, yes, there are more other colors also which shows that, but in night also है ना, so रात है तो definitely there will be no light if we need to depict it, right? And there will be a zero visibility. But most of the time you will see in the movies also, the night has been depicted by blue, right? Meta press code, yes, that's true. Okay, so here's the result time. Yes, so American Express. So basically, whatever the name you have suggested, and put it on the comment box. Everything in, I believe it is there. Okay, so the blue or the variant of blue we have here. Okay, so are you ready for the another one? Another one for the quick quiz. Now with the red, one of my favorite. Ferrari, yes. Zomato, Netflix, yes. Red is actually a very rich color. Pizza Hut, more. Adobe, KFC, that's true. Levi's, Red Hat, Netflix हो गया. YouTube, Pinterest, yes. Oracle, Reddit, Honda, Honda, yes. Kingfisher and Short, Lego, yes. Okay, so Canon, yes. So here are the all list. ठीक है, ये रहे वो सारे ब्रांड. ठीक है, which we are experiencing or experienced in the past, है ना, या फिर हमने past में उसको experience किया है उन colors को, right? So red is basically the most dominating color. Most of the brand जो मैंने आपको पहले भी बताया, if you will have a look on the hoarding, then probably there are two dominant color. One is red and blue. Okay, so in most of the time you will find these two colors and the combination, and there are the possibility that you will find the combination of these three colors, like with a white base, in the contrast they are using red, or with the white base they are using in the contrast a blue color. Okay, so that's how any colors get popped up, and the shape and size, Licious, yes, whatever can be imagined. Okay, now it's a quick exercise here. Now we are coming very much close to what we want. What I want is specifically from you guys. So it's a solo exercise. So you need to redesign a global brand ad. Okay, redesign means with a new theme and audience. Remember the key factors I wrote in the chat box. The first thing is the age, location, use case, vibe, if any. Okay, and the competitor. Okay, so just imagine a brand. Suppose that I took Licious, the last comment which we have of Ipshita. Okay, Licious, a brand. Now the Licious is not doing the core thing. Okay, just change this function. Just think of anything. Okay, so Licious is a online shopping for Vodafone, whatever. Just take any popular brand, okay, and just redesign it. Okay, try to identify or just note down somewhere. Okay, and we will take some feedback also, like what you did. Okay, just try to note down like what it does. Like suppose that if I have to do it with the Vodafone, okay, then the Vodafone is basically is, now in my case, if I need to redesign it, okay, then what I will say is a online shopping platform who was selling vegetables. Okay, so that's how I basically I'm restructuring any brand. So Vodafone is basically on phone you can order anything. Okay, you can order basically the vegetables. So that's how now I need to design their target audience. So these are the factors which we need to take in care of. So analyze the core message, what the core message is. I'm not telling you to do with your brand. So that's an exercise. That's a different part. Okay, here you need to take any popular brand's name. Okay, analyze their core message, target audience, existing, reimagine. Now try to reimagine that ad with a different. Apples at home, perfect, Aditya. It's a very good example. It is same but different, right? Okay, so just take 5 minutes of time. Okay, then we will try to add some contrast and some more nuances to your detailing. Okay, just try to note down in 4-5 lines what their target audience is, what product is, what their competitor is. Okay, then easy. Okay, both Aditya. One Aditya is with the write down all those things. Okay, and just put it on comment box if you want. If you want to, you have to. And otherwise, if you want to just unmute and wants to talk, then you can. You can just take 1 minute of time. For your reference, here a few things are written. Yeah, Rishi, you can do. Select a brand of your choice, redesign any popular brand. That's what I told you. Analyze both popular brand and your perspective for audience, colors, and typography so that you can design. Create a visual or written comparison using Adobe Express. I'm not telling you to do right now. Just put it into the written text only कि वो कर क्या रहा है. ठीक है, तो समझ आ गया करना क्या है. We need to pick a brand, we need to change the product. Now we need to identify the audience. Look, structuring it, audience, colors are still easy, but knowing your audience on the very forefront is necessary. आपको सबसे पहले अपना audience जानना पड़ेगा, है ना. तो पहले आप audience अपना करेंगे और फिर आप मुझे बताएंगे कि मेरा ये ब्रांड है. So my ask is your brand, what it does, okay, use with this age group and the type of thing. Okay, so right now it's 18:30 by 18:33, I think. To take a 2 minutes of time, and you can just meanwhile just put it on a comment box after writing. I will just read it one by one. Not only just Flipkart for fitness, Netflix for ordering food. This is good. Warmer words before identifying. I just need full-fledged Netflix for ordering food. Second thing is the target audience, geographical location. Now the color combination, typography, what you think. Okay, with your rough idea, what you think about that. Facebook for daily news. Facebook can be used as an astrology online platform. Okay. I mean, that's interesting, by the way. Google Coalwork toy selling company, target audience kids, logo created with the various colors of Legos. That's good. Shikhar. Can we change logo? Yes, you are free to do. Small space, big possibilities, IKEA for students. Good day, ma. New audience, college students in small urban apartment. That is very good, in fact. Okay, now you have actually categorized your students, your customer and the consumer. consumer. So that's a geographical location is clear. That's what Hema did. College doing going students. It means she's targeting youth. Small says big possibilities. I care for students. Okay, just Zoom is for clear video editor. Okay. Pantaloon looming industry. Okay. Here Aditya Tagi. Yes. It can't be any group. Okay, for online shopping, if you go with these brands, no, the way they think things. So basically, those brands are very much specific about what their target audience is. Although we says that like everyone has a phone, but everyone, okay, they can force someone, okay, to make a purchase, but they are not the one who are going to make a purchase. So suppose that if a 16-year boy wants an iPhone, then he's the buyer. His buyer is basically his father, who is at probably at on it. If she's saying company Spotify, new theme, reading books, audiobooks, that you imagine, what I'm assuming, that you imagine that 5 to 10 का जो kids वाला होगा, the kids group you are targeting, location, metropolitan cities, vibe, enjoyment, serenity, competitor, Amazon audio and YouTube. Very, very good. Very good. Just I'm not very much sure about the age of Pshita, then probably yes. But by the way, very good, Pshita. It was very good. Sachindra Electronic for selling electrical products, Airtel for connecting with new people from different regions. Okay, but what this product is, Prachodhan Reddy. What this product is? Name Pinterest, work at us, workout videos, audience version. Okay, great. Blinken can be imagined to be a beauty salon or a parlor. Yes, madam. Okay, very good, very good, very good. Uber for selling vehicle. Okay. Uber now car dekho. Okay. Audio is not clear, Harsh. Oh, really sorry. Forever to for Gen Z fashion location will be Ambassador Amazon, YouTube, new theme, Messenger, age group 18 plus, anywhere. Very good. I think putting here in chat, then I will request kindly do that. Make a practice.
Hi everyone, there is a small network issue for the trainer. He'll be joining shortly.
Okay, so again, apology for that. We'll try to fix this thing from the next session. But yes, let's proceed further. Okay, collaborative color strategy in design. So here basically color choices, what color choices you are making for your things done. अपनी चीजों को आप बनाने के लिए करने के लिए आप कौन कौन से कलर का आप लोग इस्तेमाल कर पा रहे हो, ठीक है. And to quickly, I want you guys to navigate through this. Yes. So this is basically the approach. ये एक approach है of any brand to have its combination. एक अपना अगर NASA marketplace for science freelance, okay, that would be great in that case, Rishi. Yes. So this is the 60, 30 and 10 approach. So it is a ratio. If we combine 100, अगर हमने 100 चीजें एक हमने 100 का एक ब्लॉक बना लिया, तो हमारा बैकग्राउंड में एक डोमिनेंट कलर 60% का होना चाहिए, यानी कि जो हमारा बैकग्राउंड है जिसपे बाकी चीजें हमें दिखने वाली हैं, है ना, तो बैकग्राउंड हैज टू बी 60%, सेकेंडरी कलर हैज टू बी like 30% and the primary color is needs to be to the 10%. यानी कि जिस चीज पे मेरा ध्यान उसी पे जाएगा सबसे पहले. लाइक इन द मैकडोनल्ड्स, अगर मैकडोनल्ड्स के एग्जांपल की हम बात करें, देन इन द लोगो, मैकडोनल्ड्स लोगो, द बैकग्राउंड इज रेड. That is the dominant part. Sorry, not the dominant part, but that is it covers the most of the region, right? But our eyes goes first on yellow. Why? Because sorry, on M. Okay, the M part. Okay, which is yellow. So our eyes goes on yellow. तो जब भी हम मैकडोनल्ड का लोगो देखते हैं ना, तो उसमें क्या होता है कि जो बैकग्राउंड हमें तो रेड दिख रहा है, लेकिन हमारी आंखें कहाँ जाती हैं, जो चीज कम है ना, तो येलो जो हो गया उसका सबसे, तो इसीलिए जो आपका प्राइमरी कलर है, इट हैज टू बी लाइक उसको आप, एंड इट इज नॉट लाइक फिक्स थिंग. कोई ऐसा नहीं है कि किसी ने जकड़ के रखा है, इट्स अ वेरी फिक्स थिंग कि भाई 60-30-10 ही होना चाहिए. यू कैन मेक योर मैनिपुलेशंस, ठीक है, एज पर द नीड, बट यस अप्रोक्सीमेट रेशियो द अप्रोच इज कि आप इसको इतने रेशियो पे रखो, ठीक है. लेट्स अंडरस्टैंड दिस विथ एग्जांपल हियर. So IKEA, someone also comment put it on a chat box ki IKEA college going, I think Ipshita, if I'm right. Okay, so look how exactly things are designed here in IKEA. If you will just go to the IKEA logo, then 60% background color, ठीक है. What IKEA primary, what is IKEA, ठीक है. तो 60% आपको क्या दिखता है, आपको उसका बैकग्राउंड कलर दिख रहा है. Second color is basically up. Okay, now you need to put it on a chat box कि 60% कलर कौन सा है, 30% कौन सा है, 10% कौन सा है. So what is the background color, secondary color and the primary color in IKEA? Just quick. What is 60% dominance? 60% पे किसका dominance है? 30% and the 10%. Okay, 60 is blue, yellow, 30 and blue 10. Okay, primary blue, secondary yellow. Yes, yes. White, blue, yellow. That's correct, correct. Right. So basically, the dominance is of two colors here, blue and yellow, right? But here, because the overall website thing is on gray or white, whatever you are saying, right? But the dominance is of blue and yellow color here. Okay, so blue is 30% and yellow is 10%. Okay, so that's how you are trying to navigate the user side. तो एक जो viewer है आपका, उसकी आंखें कैसे navigate कर रही हैं, वो आप देखने की कोशिश करते हैं. Okay, next. When you and your friend, okay, so friendship is basically the harmony, how much understanding you have with the another color. So harmony needs to be everywhere. Harmony to har jagah chahiye. Okay, if you are living in a country, then definitely you need a harmony between each other. But what are those two colors? Like I said, on the similar pattern, like in typography, I said in contrast. Okay, so one has to be very much similar or needs to be in a contrast to have a friendship with each other. ठीक है, हम उसी से दोस्ती करने की कोशिश करते हैं, या जो बहुत ज्यादा हमारे जैसा होता है, या वो बिल्कुल हमारे अंदर जो नहीं है वो उसके अंदर है, right? So if you find a true friendship with the typography and the colors, then probably you are the master of knowing the harmony between two colors. And here, why? Just put it in a comment, yes or no. How many of you knows about Adobe Color Wheel? This is one of the most interesting and the easiest way to learn the whole color thing. If you want to be master of it, you just need to explore this website. Okay, so some of you, yes, no. Okay, let me navigate you through color harmony on your browser as well. If you want, then you can go and you can have a hands-on practice with the color harmony. But this particular thing will help you in understanding the color thing. The Adobe Color Wheel will help you in understanding like what exactly color harmony is, which colors actually suiting each other and why. Let's go for the screen sharing. PowerPoint. Yes. Okay, here. So just type on Google. The first link. Okay, so this is Adobe Color Wheel. Okay, it is a very fantastic website if you want to understand the colors and the harmony and how exactly you can compound two colors together to make make your brand communicate the message, okay, the way you want. Okay, uh, so here basically, like, colors is made up of a spectrum. If you guys into video or especially in videos, then you probably are aware about rec 709 or rec 2020 thing, like in the images also, because that is the color spectrum. Our digital screen or the printing thing can be visible, but what this color wheel does is, this color wheel basically will help you to understand and navigate from one color to other. Okay, now try to understand with its utility. Suppose that you said, like, this is the particular color I want, okay, in the center. Okay, I want this color to be my primary color, right? And I want this color to be here, okay, red. Okay, now as per the color harmony, so there are few signs, कुछ ऐसे सिद्धांत हैं कलर्स के, कुछ ऐसे साइंस हैं जिससे आप ये समझ सकते हो, थ्रू विच यू कैन अंडरस्टैंड दैट व्हाट कलर विल गो विथ विच वन, तो किसके साथ कौन सा कलर जाएगा ये आपको पता चल जाएगा, है ना? सो देर आर मेजर देर आर four five color combination. So first one is analogous. Analogous says that whatever color you have selected, suppose that if you have selected this one, okay, then try to pick some colors just little away from you. ठीक है, आपसे बगल बगल में, मतलब आस पास में कौन कौन से दो कलर्स हैं आप उनको पिक कर लो. So if I pick this one, then this one and this one are the friends color, means there are harmony. So if you will put these two colors together, then they will look very lucrative. ठीक है, यानी कि इसके साथ वो चीज जाएगी, यानी कि it will go with that, right? Because these two colors or these 4-5 colors have the harmony with each other, यानी कि इन सारे colors का आपस में बनता है. So that is the very first color scheme is analogous. The second one is monochromatic. So what monochromatic says is, if you want this colors, then just इसके आप ना नीचे 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 आप जाते जाओ, ठीक है? So with the same color, with the same hue of a different shade, it means जैसे जैसे उसकी लाइट आपकी बढ़ती जाएगी या घटती जाएगी, ये कलर जो है अपना चेंज होते जाएगा. तो यानी कि रेड के साथ अगर आप इन सब कलर्स को भी आप कंबाइन करोगे, देन इट विल लुक गुड. ठीक है, if you will say that, try it. अपने जितने भी बहुत, if you want to depict any pop culture, try to imagine any brands who is focusing towards the pop brand, you can say, or the crowd who are focusing more on you can say dances community. Okay, so if you will, Agio, yes, you can. So you can just have a look on the Mantra and Agio, these sort of ads. Okay, probably you will find a very variant, very diverse color used. Okay, a triangle hai, so there is a triangle and these colors are being used here. Now the complementary is the most famous color. It means that you are just trying to find out one color opposite to each other. Okay, so that's why the color combination orange and teal, these sort of color combinations are Levi's. Yes, true, very true. Okay, so suppose that if it is Levi's, okay, if you are putting the Levi's logo somewhere here, like if it is blue, then probably the orange thing, the skin tone will match there. Okay, now this now the rest of the thing you can explore from your own, and if you want, then you can just go to the explore tab, and here you will find some of the palettes here with a hex code. So if you want, then you can use and you can explore these things. Okay, now let's quickly come to the slides back, and we will just cover the rest of the part quickly, and we'll suggest you some assignment as well. Okay, so this is basically the course module which we have covered. Okay. And so the key takeaway for us is the course, the typography and the color. So how exactly we can combine it together, okay, and what we can do. Okay. So this is a brand logo you need to create. Okay, you can just go with any of the tool, Adobe tool, Adobe Express, Photoshop, whatever you use. Just you can explore it. And post, for the post activity thing, I have given one separate sheet will be shared to you. So there are two tasks basically which all of you need to do. So दो task हैं जो आपको करने हैं for this thing. Let me tell you. So the remember the thing, the very first thing which I said, जो चीज मैंने आपको सबसे पहले कही थी to imagine, तो वो आप करो सबसे पहले. And so the objective is create a brand graphic using AI. ठीक है, पोस्ट विद अ कैप्शन. सो बेसिकली आपको एक ब्रांड, जो भी आप अपना ब्रांड सोच रहे थे, इमेजिन कर रहे थे, ठीक है, ट्राई टू यूज प्रॉम्प्ट. आप देखो, ट्राई टू यूज डिफरेंट प्रॉम्प्ट विद देयर brand name, tagline, the taste, all these things, whatever we have discussed, the geographical area, urban, modern, what kind of age group it is, and try to use these things in making your own logo or the personality based logo, whatever you want. Okay, so that's the very first thing, because our target is to have your personal identity, personal brand online. Okay, so in nowadays every one of us uses social media. So with those social media platform, we can explore in a more planned and in a more specific way. Okay, I'm just sharing the task with the screen, and the rest of the thing will be shared on your group as well. Okay, so so suppose that, okay, yes, so here create a brand using the graphic using AI. Okay, so the very first thing is, or you can take the help of AI or use AI. So using AI is very much important, because that's why we are here. The second thing is your brand personality, like I said. So here, suppose that I've just given one example: fitness coach, Instagram post, energetic color scheme, orange, black, motivational quotes in center, gym icon, clean modern font, high contrast layout. Okay, so this is the prompt I gave. You also you can also use, you can just change your thing, or you can add more thing to get a very prompt response from the AI. Okay, so basically our goal is to create a promotional poster for the fitness brand. So that's what I want. So that's my own way of pulling out the thing. Okay, so you could be different, your own brand which I asked you to imagine, you need to work on that. Customize slide 2. Now this is our second thing which we need, where the color also will get associated. Design a character with call to action, CTA, and share as a post or story. Okay, so here one example is given here: fun cartoon character, mascot with the spy chips. So basically my main goal is this one: create a character for a chips brand. Okay, so like the McDonald's has, like the Vodafone at once they were using it, and Hutch basically using it, Vodafone, they try to explore the Zuzu. So just try to create one caricature, one identical kind of thing which you can communicate. Okay, so just try to create that kind of brand. Okay, means restricted to make the post related to fitness. No, Ipshita, you are not. It is just for an example I have given the fitness thing. Okay, you can do anything. You can, like, whatever the brand you have imagined, you just need to put it here. Okay, it is just for the example. Task 3, what? Joker. Yes, that is actually important. Okay, okay, so I hope today's session you must have learned something new. आप लोगों ने कुछ नया सीखा होगा, जाना होगा, या फिर एक नए तरीके से जाना होगा. I think there is some way that will be communicated to you, either your WhatsApp,
Okay.
Discord, I think is there.
Yes, so thanks, Shashank. I think it had been an insightful session. I could find a lot of new things in the session. I hope everybody might have understood and have gained a lot around what you have taught in these 3 hours of session. Yeah. Okay, so
Thank you.
the communication further, as Shashank said, will be there on the notifications on the Discord channel as well as on the discussion board forum on Canvas. Okay. Also, there is a link in the chat. Everybody, just give 2 minutes of yours. There's a link in the chat, which is a feedback link for today's session. That is really important for us to understand how did you like the session, right? So that we can have more such insightful sessions with a lot of examples as well. Okay, so please do make sure that you fill in the feedback. We need your feedback, and thank you for all the appreciations that and the engagement that you have done, the interaction that you have done during this entire session as well. So hope you gained a lot of insight. We still have, I think it's already 7, I see, but yes, please make sure that you fill in the feedback. We are looking forward for your feedback and for your licenses for Adobe Cloud. Please wait for our notification early next week. We will be notifying you around the Adobe Cloud license issuance. Okay, so please make sure that you fill in the feedback and your Adobe Cloud licenses will issued sometime in the middle of next week. We will be notifying you early next week around this. Till then, please make sure that you do the assignment what Shashank sir has given you during this session. So all the best. Thank you everyone and had a great evening ahead. Thank you.